The following is an exclusive presentation of Jefferson Pilot Sports.
Halton changes a shot into a pass. James White underneath Haslam again. It's all over the place for Florida, and a foul coming up on Jonas Hayes.
I'm going to tell you what, there were a lot of Gators floating around that rim up there, and nothing was happening. The ball just kept rolling around the rim, off the glass. No one could finish.
Beach volleyball there for a minute. And Flight White, James White, the freshman from Kensington, Maryland, on the free throw line.
Well, they play a lot of that beach volleyball down here in this state.
Here's White. Good-looking freshman, looked great in practice, and over the last 3 games has really turned it up. 5 of 9 from 3-point range. There's the offensive rebounds. Florida getting a lot of second-chance opportunities.
White's really played well his last 3 games. He had 18 against Tennessee, 10 against Vandy.
Saw how good they are with volleyball.
Struggled a little bit with LSU, though. Only had 3 points.
37-31. Florida in the lead here by 6. Here's Chris Daniels. Daniels taking it inside. Offensive foul.
Georgia foul is on number 50, Chris Daniels.
A little bit out of control.
His first.
Haslam has drawn a career 52 career charges, and that's the 7th this season for him.
Tell you, he's on his way to another double-double, too. He's tied with Dudley of Alabama in that category in the Southeastern Conference, but he's going to make it again today.
Yeah, 10 and 8 so far. We still got 2 minutes left to go in the first half. Here's Bonner. Nice crossover, but lost the handle, and it goes off his leg and out of bounds.
You know who got that? Rashad Wright with a good slap right off of the knee of Bonner.
Under 2 to play here. Gators hanging on to a 6-point lead. Georgia looking at that press, and here comes Chris Daniels.
A little more under control this time.
Yeah. Williams, who struggled to find his shot here, and that shot probably epitomizes that more than ever.
I've never seen anybody try to bank one off the shot clock before. That's how high that ball got up there.
Went behind the backboard as well, so Williams on the turnover.
Well, Jim Herrick was really upset with Ezra Williams.
Ezra's thinking, somewhere I got to touch glass. It didn't. Ronnie King down to Bonner in the lane. Haslam against a double team, and White with a beautiful cut to the rack. 39-31.
How about the good pass by Haslam?
Yes. Knew the double team was there. Haslam averages close to 2 assists. That's not bad for a center.
Always nice to give it back to the guys who give it to you.
Ooh, nice pass to Daniels on the board, and that was Fred Gibson feeding.
He's usually on the receiving end of passes.
Dishes it out that time and results. And Georgia able to cut this lead down to 6. Ronnie King in the corner. Skip pass, Bonner. Nice ball movement to Haslam. Can't pay it off.
Jonas Hayes did a nice job. Position defense that time. Didn't try to do anything spectacular. Just kept him right in front there. Ball didn't go in, and Georgia may have a last shot here.
5-second differential from the shot clock to the game clock. Jarvis Hayes. Baseline drive. No. But Daniels gets the rebound. Wright gets the 3-ball to work and cuts the Gator lead in half.
How about the Bulldogs battling back?
They were 11 down, Larry, and really looked lifeless. And they have fought their way back into this game with defense and half-court execution. White into the paint, out of control, travels with the ball. And can you imagine this, Larry? A 3-ball ties this thing up at intermission.
I'll tell you what, Jim Herrick's going to be awfully proud of his club that they battled back like this, because they were down on a 20-2 run. I think that's what we talked about early. You get that far down, you're in trouble, and they have come right back.
Here's Wright. Last shot of the first half. Wright gets it away, but it's partially blocked, and the first half comes to a close. A gallant comeback by the Georgia Bulldogs digs them out of a 20-2 hole. They were down by 11. They find themselves only 3 points back in the half to the second-ranked Florida Gators, led by Udonis Haslam. Halftime activities coming your way next from Gainesville. SEC basketball is brought to you by Ice House. At Plank Road Brewery, we'll make the Ice House, you make the ads. For details, go to icehouse.com. By Citgo. Your neighborhood Citgo is proud to support today's athletes. Citgo, we know you. And by Don Pablo's, the real enchilada. This moment in Southeastern Conference history is brought to you by Citgo. We know you. I am Auburn University's career leader in three-point field goal shooting percentage, three-point field goals made, and three-point field goals attempted. I'm also the Tigers' third all-time leading scorer, trailing only Mike Mitchell and my brother. I was also a three-time All-SEC selection. Do you know me?
The 3-pint breakup. So you finally dumped him.
That's former Tiger Wesley Person. During his 4-year career down on the Plains, Person followed nicely in the footsteps of big brother Chuck and went on to set school records in three-point field goals, connecting on 262 of 594. Person currently also ranks third on the school's all-time scoring list with 2,066 points. Person was also a three-time All-SEC selection, 2 of those first-team selections. This moment in Southeastern Conference history has been brought to you by Citgo. We know you. Jefferson Pilot Sports presents the SEC Good Works team, recognizing superior community service efforts of league basketball players. Today's honoree is sophomore forward Chris Daniels from the University of Georgia. Chris is a mentor with both the Boys and Girls Club and the Big Brother, Big Sister programs. He's also a volunteer with the Athens Area Council on Aging and participated in the American Red Cross 9/11 disaster relief effort. Jefferson Pilot Sports is proud to salute Chris Daniels for being named a member of the SEC Good Works team. Welcome back to Gainesville, Florida, where the Florida Bulldogs have only a 3-point lead on the Georgia Bulldogs here at halftime. Welcome back. Steve Martin here along with Larry Conley. And Larry, when you look at this game, Florida went on that big 3-point run fueled by Ladarius Halton's 4 3-pointers, and you figured, well, that was just about it for Georgia.
Yeah, but you got to credit Jim Herrick and his Bulldogs. They really battled back. I thought when they went on that 20-2 run that they were going to get buried because this crowd was ready to put them away. You know what? And Georgia did not. They came back and they fought. And they really did it with a lot of different things. Pretty good rebounding, good passing. Their half-court offense was good, and they were getting turnovers on the other end. Florida was struggling making shots the last 5 or 6 minutes, and Georgia took advantage.
Well, as you look at the SEC East standings, you see that this is a big game for the Georgia Bulldogs. They suffered their first conference loss with their loss to Alabama, and now they're just a game in back of the Florida Gators, and you see the pack of people right in back of them. Kentucky playing well, South Carolina, they win at Arkansas, so everything's up for grabs in the SEC East. Now you turn to the West, Larry, and you see a different story. LSU and Auburn vying for their second win of the season, and all want to keep track of Alabama and Arkansas at the top.
Yeah, this thing is really wide open in the Western Division, particularly because everybody had picked Alabama, Arkansas 1-2. I'm not too sure those other 4 clubs aren't going to have something to say about it.
Well, Mississippi State has played well in the early part of the season, and LSU and Auburn, speak of the devil, are coming up next. That's the second half of our SEC doubleheader here on many of these Jefferson Pilot sports stations. Coming your way live from Baton Rouge at 2, or whenever we're done here in Gainesville, as Florida has some work to do in the second half, defending the home court, 15 straight home wins, and they're 3 up on Georgia at the break. Have you ever wondered what an SEC Basketball Network TV broadcast would look like if there were no commercial sponsors? Sounds interesting, doesn't it? Watch closely, and I'll show you. This is Southeastern Conference basketball. These are the people who help us bring SEC basketball action to you every week of the season. We at Jefferson Pilot Sports would like to acknowledge our elite group of official TV network sponsors. Support Alltel and Ice House, whose commitment to college athletics puts you courtside for great SEC basketball games.
The University of Georgia had an outstanding year in athletics with a third-place finish in the prestigious Sears Directors Cup.
And this year, Georgia is ranked among the top 20 public universities.
Georgia won 3 national championships, and once again, a UGA athlete won the NCAA Woman of the Year award.
The academic quality of students continues to rise, as noted by the New York Times and the Wall Street Journal.
On the field
and in the classroom,
the University of Georgia strives for excellence.
New at Don Pablo's, soup and salad infinito. Perfect for lunch, featuring our fresh tortilla tossed salad and your choice of hearty soups. All you can eat for only $5.99.
Get done!
Get done!
At Don Pablo's! Get done!
Get done!
Get done!
Don's famous Primo combo is just $7.99. Get done. Only at Don Pablo's.
Welcome back to the O'Connell Center in Gainesville, where Florida leads Georgia at the break, 39-36. Larry, a lot of improbable things happening here. We have 2 great backcourt scorers for both of these teams. Ezra Williams for Georgia and Brett Nelson, of course, for Florida. And combined between them, they've only put 6 points of excitement on the board.
Yeah, exactly. And Brett Nelson 0 for 5 and 0 for 3 from beyond the three-point stripe so far in this first half. Now that it's over with, I'm sure Billy Donovan's going to say something to Brett Nelson. Look, you got to start making some shots out there.
And what about the play of Jonas Hayes? We talked about Williams and Jarvis Hayes, but Jonas Hayes getting the start, his second start since the player suspension, and he's worked rather well.
Second in a row, and already he's on his way perhaps to another double-double. He had 14 and 14 the other night against Alabama.
Well, let's take a look at the scores around the country on this busy Saturday afternoon. The Jefferson Pilot scoreboard finds Kentucky leading Notre Dame at the half at South Bend, 41-35. Elsewhere in the Big East today, Providence trying to make a statement against 24th-ranked Miami, 48-37. And we've got our score right now with Florida on top. Second-ranked Gators up 39-36 over the Georgia Bulldogs. Back to Gainesville right after this.
Cooper Tire is proud to be the official tire of the Southeastern Conference. Cooper Tires. Drive on.
The Southeastern Conference enjoys a rich tradition of excellence in both academic and athletic endeavors. A major reason for the success of the SEC is its partnership with some of America's top corporations. As corporate partners, these businesses help fund SEC youth clinics, drug education programs, and are official presenters of each of the men's and women's conference championships. The Southeastern Conference is proud to be associated with companies which are making a positive contribution to intercollegiate athletics.
Wade here from Plank Road, where we're busy making the smooth, never watered down taste of Ice House, not ads. So here's today's Ice House commercial.
Ice House, 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 Ice House.
Okay. We'll make the Ice House, you make the ads.
Advance Auto Parts presents the best play of the week in the SEC. Last Saturday in Athens, following a Ron Slay three-pointer, Tennessee and Georgia were tied at 70. Having the last shot, Georgia drove the lane but was denied. After a scramble for the ball, the Bulldogs' Ezra Williams came up with it, and with 0.2 seconds left on the clock, launched a three that gave Georgia an improbable win at the buzzer against Tennessee. And that's the Advance Auto Parts Best Play of the Week. (39-36) Florida in the lead over Georgia at the half here at the O-Dome in Gainesville, Florida. Steve Martin with Larry Conley. When you look at the first half, Georgia closed with a 16-5 run. They were down 14, but you have to credit their half-court execution.
It was excellent in the first half. Florida did they did a few things very well too, but to give Georgia credit, they really did come back. Let's show you some highlights from the first half. The first 20 minutes, we got a little bit from both sides of the court. Let's take a look at Ladarius Halton for Florida first. He was absolutely on fire in the first half. This is one of 4 3-point field goals that he was able to make. Watch Matt Bonner. That's one of 9 rebounds he had in the first half, and a stick back to finish. For the Bulldogs of Georgia, watch Chris Daniels running the floor. This is a guy 6'7", the biggest guy on the floor, running down there and finishing it up. What you like to see from your big people, running down and getting baskets to the end and not punching the backboard underneath. Ezra Williams with 1 of 2 threes in the first half. He'll have a few more than that today.
Look at the first half stats. You'll see most of these teams shooting fairly well. Georgia nearly 50%. The three-point line has gone pretty much to Florida's way, but that rebound differential, Larry, can't get much bigger for Georgia to stay in this thing.
No, and they've really got to pack it back in there and really challenge Bonner and Haslam, who are the 2 biggest rebounders.
And what about that last category? You would expect Florida would lead in fast break points, but the Bulldogs have a 7-point lead there. They're down 3 at the half. Second half action is not too far away.
The 2002 SEC Basketball Tournament. The SEC title is on the line. For tickets, call 1-800-590-6908 or log on to secsports.com.
Early on, the vision of the University of Florida was clear, and it continues today to create opportunity, to enhance life, to prepare the next generation for their own challenges and discovery. From newborn to the elderly, the faculty and students at the University of Florida are working together to make our lives better. At the University of Florida, our performance counts for you.
Some fans will do almost anything to get into this year's tournament.
What?
All you've got to do is go to Alltel. Just enter Alltel's Ticket to the Tournament sweepstakes, and you can win a week's worth of tickets for 2, VIP treatment, plus a free year of wireless service. But only if you have the right connections. Alltel. Are you connected?
SEC basketball is being brought to you by Advance Auto Parts. The best part is our people. By Jefferson Pilot Financial, investments and insurance for your financial freedom. And by Alltel. Are you connected? Welcome back to the O'Connell Center. The fans are ready. The Rowdy Reptiles are here and getting it going. They'd like to see their team widen the lead here. They'd also like to see Brett Nelson score. 16 points a game, coming off a 26-point performance, and he's nowhere to be found in the scorebook. Ladarius Halton is, though. 4 3-pointers has powered him to the scoring lead. Udonis Haslam, you expect him in double figures. Bonner with only 6, and those in the first 5 minutes of the game. Florida, of course, leading at the half. They're 15-0. Georgia's leading scorers, it's all spread out. Jonas Hayes is surprised, and Chris Daniels. Look at Chris Daniels and what he's done. He's got only 8 points in this ball game, but Larry, he's handled the ball against the press a good deal of the time.
Yeah, I mean, think about the guys we were talking about at the top of the show, Jarvis Hayes and Ezra Williams, and they're not the two guys really leading them today. And I think it's Chris Daniels and Jonas Hayes are the two guys that have really picked up and carried this Bulldog club.
So we have not heard from Ezra Williams much. He's got 6, 2 3-pointers. We haven't heard from Brett Nelson at all for Florida. We expect those two players to make an impact on this game before it's over. It almost dictates that they have to.
Well, I don't think you let sleeping dogs or sleeping gators lie. I think both of those guys will step up in the second half because they're just too good of players.
Look at the offensive output for Florida over the last 3 games. They're well under that, held under 40 points here in the first half. Haslam and Nelson come out along with Bonner. Darius Halton getting the start in the second half. Orion Green is in foul trouble with 3, and James White, the freshman, completes the starting unit. Jim Herrick will send out his original starting 5. Jarvis and Jonas Hayes, Chris Daniels, Rashad Wright, who has 3 personals. You watch that, and Ezra Williams with 2.
Man-to-man defense for Florida to start the second half.
Here's Hayes at the top. Jonas and Jarvis handling it. A high-low dip to Hayes, can't hang on to it.
Yeah, that's one brother throwing to the other brother, and I think maybe the pass was there. Jonas Hayes couldn't handle it underneath. It was a good, maybe a little hard, but Jonas is capable of catching that kind of pass.
Bonner was on the scene. Here comes Brett Nelson.
I was watching Jonas just turn to Jarvis and says, hey, man, lighten up on the pass.
No fair steam in it. Heard that a lot when you were a kid.
Yeah.
Just breaking this glove in, thank you. White into the paint. Here's Haslam. Oh, Haslam creates space and gets the basket.
That's because he takes up a lot of space. You know, one of the things Georgia's got to do defensively to shut him down is help on defense. One guy cannot handle him.
Chris Daniels. Of course, Georgia can't afford to expend many fouls defending him either. Chris Daniels has handled the ball a good deal of this game against Florida's press.
Not a bad idea. You know, if you've got a guy who's 6'7", 6'8", can do that. Kind of gives your guards a little bit of a break.
And if they're not going to trap him, you get away with it. Jarvis Hayes turns and hits.
Pretty good shot. He got it up over Brett Nelson. That's a mismatch down inside.
And that's what Billy Donovan feared as a result of yesterday's practice. Bonner and Nelson out on front. Haslam sets the screen. Nelson bidding for his first basket of the day.
He is now 0 for 6 for the day.
He's averaging 19.5 games in 4 SEC priors to this one. 19.5 points for Nelson. St. Albans, West Virginia. Ball thrown out of bounds. Ezra Williams was headed one way. Jarvis Hayes' pass was headed the other. That's a 13th turnover.
You see Jim Herrick's frustration right there. He was up off the bench. In fact, the ball was heading right for his seat. Probably a good idea he was out of his chair.
They've fed Florida 18 points off their 12 turns so far. White looking for Bonner.
There's Haslam again.
Thrown away.
You know what Billy Donovan's upset about? He felt like Haslam was held and could not get to the pass.
Otherwise, you call it good defense by Jonas Hayes. Staying close.
Exactly.
Here's Daniels again. Again, they don't trap him. Bonner with the responsibility of trying to take it away. He's only turned it over twice. Jonas Hayes. Nice cut, Jarvis Hayes, and he's hit from behind. I think it's going to be Bonner. No, it's Nelson, and that is 3 fouls on Brett Nelson.
They're going to say it was not a shot. You know what? That's a good call because Hayes was fumbling with the basketball going down the lane. He never had possession of it to really get a true shot.
Inbounds, Jarvis Hayes for 3. That would have tied it. The rebound to Matt Bonner.
Bonner now has double-figure rebounds.
Nelson still looking for his first one. Udonis Haslam doesn't get it to go down on the dunk. Here comes Georgia with yet another chance to tie.
Pretty good rebound by Chris Daniels that time.
Daniels has played one heck of a game. Rashad Wright for 2 from the baseline. Williams picks it up and pulls Georgia to within 1.
Sometimes it just pays to be in the right place at the right time.
Hang around and the money comes your way. Nelson at the top. As Larry said, 0 for 6. Taking it in. Gets the basket in the foul.
I tell you what, you just can't hold a good guy like that, a good shooter, a good scorer down. Nelson's going to find a way to get baskets. That was a big one for him.
Brett Nelson off with a three-point play after the foul by Jonas Hayes. That's going to be Jonas's third.
You know, they list Brett Nelson as 6'4" in the media guide.
Yeah.
He's closer to 6'2½", maybe 6'3".
He's got 3 points in the day. Finally, he has as many points as fouls. 44-40. Gators up by 3, and here comes Daniels again. Down the middle of the floor. Williams. Jarvis Hayes, baseline, drops it in and cuts the Gator lead to 2.
Steve, that's a tough shot. I mean, if you're going hard on the baseline, you got to pull up quickly.
Here's the steal. Williams ahead. Daniels with White back, lays it in and ties it up at 44.
How about the Bulldogs? Good play by Ezra Williams on the defensive end and an assist right at the end. Chris Daniels once again running the floor.
Jarvis Hayes and Chris Daniels with 10 apiece. Game tied for only the 4th time this afternoon.
Great balance in scoring for Georgia.
Bonner to Nelson. Nelson with a nice crossover that lost Williams for a moment. Haslam in the paint. Score the basket, and the foul by Jonas Hayes. That's going to be 4.
Yeah, it is so hard to guard Udonis Haslem by yourself. Jonas Hayes says, I had my hands up, I didn't push. Referee said, yes, you did. Rick Crawford making the call underneath, and Haslem will go to the line.
And Jonas Hayes, who's played a strong game for Georgia, will have to come out. Ryan Peavy getting set to check in as he's picked up his 4th personal foul.
See, this is where that depth really hurts, because if Steve Thomas were here at 6'8", 230, he would be the guy probably in there guarding Udonis Haslem.
Haslem now goes to the free throw line. 14 points on the afternoon with 9 rebounds. Gets the three-point play. And the Gators push the lead to 3. Williams, immediate throw back to Daniels, and that's one-on-one with Bonner. Got a whistle and a foul away from the ball, and this one's going to be charged to Ladarius Halton. That's his 2nd.
Yeah, he was trying to shake, or Jarvis Hayes was trying to shake him, and he was draped over him.
Georgia to inbound, Rashad Wright to do the honors. Tough day for Ezra Williams. One of the reasons is that he's had to match up with James White for a good part of this first half. Halton comes over to get him. Pass with it. There's Wright at the top. 4 minutes gone this second half. Daniels, skip pass, open 3. Williams pulls it through and ties it up.
How about Daniels with that maneuver into the paint to throw it to Williams, who's wide open on that wing. Nicely done by the big guy. A good pass to Williams.
Williams with his 3rd 3 of the day.
Well, it's an entertaining game. Both of these clubs playing well here this afternoon.
Here comes Haslem inside, ball stolen by Williams, and now Georgia can take the lead.
How about Ryan Peavy with a nice defensive play to slap it away from Haslem on his first look at defending the big guy in there.
Senior from Athens, Georgia. Vying for the ball, it's stolen by Bonner. Ahead to Halton. And Halton wisely puts it out. Bonner from the low post gets fouled. Ezra Williams commits the foul. That's 3 on Williams.
Steve, sometimes when you get down the floor in a hurry, you don't have a chance to get your defense set up. You got to pick up the guy that's closest to you. Florida took full advantage of that because Ezra Williams is not capable of guarding Matt Bonner in that position.
Bonner on the free throw line where he's hit 21 consecutive free throws. He hasn't missed this year.
Nice call, Steve.
Well, my free throw defense is right there.
You're right there. Right there.
Bonner gets the 2nd shot. He's got 7 points, and the Gators have a slim 1-point lead. Defense doing the job for the Georgia Bulldogs. Chris Daniels scores on the fast break, but then Ezra Williams gets a nice kick out in reverse from Daniels. He tied the ball game up at 47. Florida with a 1-point lead.
At Advance Auto Parts, we believe in doing it yourself. So we made this commercial ourselves. Yeah, we're rolling. Go ahead. 3, 2, 1. Robbie, can you come down here for a second? We are so getting a raise. It's prices, not prizes. We don't have prizes. Do we have prizes?
Some fans will do almost anything to get into this year's tournament.
What?
All you've got to do is go to Alltel. Just enter Alltel's Ticket to the Tournament sweepstakes, and you can win a week's worth of tickets for 2, VIP treatment, plus a free year of wireless service. But only if you have the right connections. Alltel. Are you connected?
.48-47, Florida in the lead here in the second half with 15:15 left to go. Coming up next, we send you to Baton Rouge, where Auburn and LSU get tangled up in an SEC West battle. And it's coming up on many of these same Jefferson Pilot Sports Stations. A critical game early on in the SEC West. Both those teams looking for their second win in conference play. For Jim Herrick, the problems are many. His team is down by 1, but he doesn't have many troops to draw from. And those that are available, one in particular, Jonas Hayes, has 4 fouls. Chris Daniels in the front court. Jarvis Hayes on the sideline right now for a rest. Fred Gibson takes his place.
We may have to redefine the position of playing out front as a point center.
He's done a great job at it. Only turned it over, Larry, twice. Ezra Williams. Guarded by Orion Green, who has 3 fouls as well. Shot clock down to 10. Wright. Backs up. Shot clock to 4 for the lead. No. Rebound kept alive. Lee taps it, but Ezra Williams will pick it up.
Reset the shot clock. Give him another possession. Coming out of this timeout, Jim Herrick has told his club to back it off a little bit.
Wake Forest, or rather South Carolina, came in here and played a strong game against Florida with the same tactics. What a 3, and he called the bank.
It's closed on Saturdays, I thought.
I thought so, too. 50-48, and Billy Donovan wants to take a timeout, and it's going to be a full timeout with 14:15 left to go. Fred Gibson, just eligible to play since January 2nd as he finished his tour of duty on football. Let's look at that 3 again. Dead on with the bank for Gibson, and it puts Georgia on top by 2, 50-48.
Financial freedom. It has its advantages.
Better pack a sweater.
Jefferson Pilot Financial. Investments. Insurance.
Some fans will do almost anything to get into this year's tournament.
What?
All you've got to do is go to Alltel. Just enter Alltel's Ticket to the Tournament sweepstakes, and you can win a week's worth of tickets for 2, VIP treatment, plus a free year of wireless service. But only if you have the right connections. Alltel. Are you connected?
Georgia has retaken the lead, their first lead since the first half, with 13 minutes and 50 seconds old, and they're up by 2 on the Florida Gators. Let's look elsewhere. On our NCAA scoreboard, brought to you by Dr. Pepper, Kentucky carrying the SEC standard to South Bend this afternoon, up by 4 in the second half there. And in the ACC, it is Duke leading Wake Forest. Big battle at Cameron Indoor Stadium this afternoon. Providence with an 8-point lead over Miami. And our score, 50-48, a surprise. Georgia down 2 key players on suspension, but they're giving Florida all they can handle. And here's the steal, Fred Gibson, who scored that last 3. Hesitation, fires, and the rebound to Orion Green. Florida runs out. White out of control and travels. That's the 6th Florida turnover in the second half.
Yeah, White really was out of control. He was trying to make a pass to the other side on the wing, a skip pass, and just lost control of the basketball. How about Georgia with a chance now to take a 4 or perhaps a 5-point lead?
And again, Daniels becomes a key cog, helping them bring it up court. As White will bring it across the line.
Now Billy Donovan's changed his defenses. He's gone to a 2-3 zone.
Ezra Williams, double team. Gibson into the middle. Peavy almost in trouble, and we've got a whistle and a foul. And it's coming up on Orion Green, and that is going to be his 4th.
Yeah, Peavy got bailed out. He was in trouble handling the basketball, and Green reached over and grabbed his arm.
That's the 4th foul. Green will come out. Bonner and Nelson come in. White and Green go out.
Stranger things have happened. Jim Harry came in here last year and got these Gators.
Got them by 3. Here's Williams. In the corner, Daniels. No.
That wasn't even close.
Not his range. Nelson pulls up, fires. No. Right back the other way. Williams, quick shot. The 3 rims out. Ladarius Halton, the first half hero, boards the miss. Bonner on his way, gets trapped, fires anyway. Rebound lost out of bounds. It's going to be Florida ball.
Tell you what, don't blink, you'll miss a shot. These 2 clubs are going up and down the floor. There's about 10 seconds in between possessions. The ball's going straight to the glass or the rim.
Florida today shooting only 39%. Georgia at 48%.
Gators actually shot better from 3-point range in the first half than they did overall, mainly on the strength of Ladarius Halton.
Nelson into the corner to Bonner. Low post. Here's David Lee. What a move. Doesn't work. Haslam will board it and tie the ball game up.
There's that good offensive rebounding again by Udonis Haslam. He just puts himself in position to get those type of glass rebounds.
50 all. Williams gets trapped. Jarvis Hayes back in the ball game. Rashawn Wright. Shot clock at 14. Peavy gets it to the post and a foul from behind on David Lee.
Well, since Peavy's come in the game, somehow or another, he has forced the Gators to foul him. He got in position that time to receive the ball and got pushed from behind by Lee.
14 foul against Florida. Georgia, interestingly enough, 13-2 when opponents shoot less than 50%. And Florida right now at 41.5, so a good trend for the Bulldogs. Screen by Peavy. Hayes drop step in the lane. Got a whistle and a foul on the rebounding action. And it's going to be charged to Peavy. Oh no, it's Jarvis Hayes picking up his 2nd.
Hayes tried to go back and get his missed shot. Oftentimes when you see a player running to go get the ball on one of his missed shots, a little irrational exuberance comes into play there.
2 minutes to go. Still we're halfway through the second half. Nelson at the top of the floor.
Nelson passed up that shot. He usually takes that.
Here's Haslam inside. Blocked by Peavy and a foul. But that is a tough mismatch for Georgia. Peavy picking up his 1st.
Florida balancing the floor very well, and you get the good angle on the pass. Peavy, look at this. In back of Haslam. Once he catches it there, it's almost impossible to stop him. Georgia's got to collapse and keep the ball away from him. He needs help. Peavy does.
Haslam on the free throw line. He's got a 8th double-double working. He'll make it go down. Haslam is a 71% free throw shooter. And here comes Chris Daniels in for Ryan Peavy.
Peavy gave him good minutes.
Yeah. Bailed himself out in the middle of the lane. took a foul that Daniels wouldn't have to take on guarding Haslam. Jim Herrick will have to work this bench very well in this second half. His team only 1 point back after the 18th point of the day by Udonis Haslam. The Florida Gators have all they can handle with the Georgia Bulldogs this afternoon.
You forgot the pickles.
Wade here from Plank Road, where we're busy making the smooth, never watered down taste of Ice House, not ads. So here's today's Ice House commercial.
Ice House, 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 Ice House.
Okay. We'll make the Ice House, you make the ads.
Florida leads by 1 with 11:42 left to go here in the second half. Georgia's beat him once before here last year, but the last team to beat him 15 games ago was Vanderbilt. We'll take you back to January 20th, 2001. The Vanderbilt Commodores giving Florida all they can handle. Brendan Plavich would hit a three. This three-pointer would make Vandy down only 2. Of course, Plavich would come back and hit another three. And this time he'd restore Vanderbilt to the lead by 1. But yet, Greg LaPointe would have closed the door, yet he leaves it open with this miss of a free throw. Orion Green, watch him go the length of the court. He can't get it up and over the rim, and Vanderbilt cleans out with a 2-point victory. The last team to beat Florida here at the O-Dome. 15 games later, Gators find themselves breathing heavily right now because Georgia is real big in their rear view. 51-50. Gator fans in all shapes and sizes here. Saturday.
The guy interested in his Saturday paper. We go to commercial, he reads the paper, the game starts, he lays it down, watches the game.
Glad you could catch up on your reading here. He probably thought this was the library and a game broke out. Shot right back in the front court now for Georgia, who can take the lead. Florida is in a zone.
Now they shift back to a man-to-man. Well, they are in a zone.
Gibson in the corner, drives baseline, shot blocked, and a foul on Udonis Haslam.
Yeah, I was watching Nelson that time. He actually went to the corner with Gibson. And then when Gibson got the ball and made the maneuver into the lane, right toward the lane on the baseline, he got a lot of help from the offside. Gibson playing pretty well here today.
We got some tight ones going around the country. You certainly haven't got a monopoly on this stuff, but look at Wake Forest and Duke.
You know, that doesn't surprise me after that game Thursday night. It's really tough to turn around quickly after you've had an emotional win like Duke had on Thursday night.
Wake Forest, Larry, is a pretty good ball club.
Yes, they are.
Skip Prosser's got them doing some good things.
There's a great game right there, Oklahoma, Kansas. Two really good clubs in the Big 12.
Gibson fans on 2 attempts to restore Georgia to the lead. Florida has it back. 51-50. Gators in a tight one. Nelson to the rack. Can't make it work. Lee 2 times, and the third doesn't work. Bonner taps it. Who's got it now? Foul coming up on Ladarius Halton.
Oh, what a tough break for Florida. They were all around those offensive rebounds. There were 3 different guys battling in there. Lee was one, Haslam was one, and Halton was the other. They just couldn't get it to go down.
They've got an 8-rebound edge, Larry. 6-rebound edge onto the offensive glass. But they still only lead by 1. Williams out front. Nelson there to meet him. Shot right back to Williams. Pass inside. Gibson to finish.
Well, good pass by Ezra Williams.
Gibson's got 7. Williams with the assist. Georgia back in front. Nelson back the other way. We're just at the halfway mark of this second half. But the tempo of this game has slowed down considerably, and that's what Georgia wants. Lee inside. Bonner with a hook.
Oh, what a block.
Ooh, Jarvis Hayes got a piece of that one. Gibson, nice look.
Good pass.
What execution, Hayes. Jarvis Hayes with his 12th point.
Ezra Williams with a terrific pass. 2 times in a row, he's gone to the inside and made excellent assists.
Jarvis Hayes starts the play with a block and finishes it. Here's Halton for his 5th three. Nelson, baseline jumper goes.
Oh, he shot that one right among the photographers down there on the baseline. He was almost out of bounds.
54-53. Gators cut it to 1. There's the trap on the ball handler in backcourt. And he just got it across in 9 seconds. Nice pass to the middle. Here comes Gibson and a block by Lee. What a play by the freshman from St. Louis. All knocked out of bounds by Jarvis Hayes. David Lee denies Gibson.
Terrific play on the part of both of these clubs. Look at that block by Jarvis Hayes on Bonner. Then watch Williams bring the ball. He'll get it back right here in the middle, drop the pass on the right, and an easy layup down the inside by Jarvis Hayes. Watch this block by Lee. Oh, what a terrific defensive play by the freshman.
Never got out of his hand. 54-53. Now Nelson will survey the Georgia defense. Into the ball game now for the Bulldogs. Mike Patrick for his first tour of duty. Lee. Halton now slices through. He's got an opening. Haslam boards the miss. We got a whistle and a foul inside.
Well, Ladarius Halton had a wide open layup. You know what? I think he was a little shocked at how wide open he really was. He went down that lane. He expected the dogs to come after him and nobody there, and he took his eyes off of the basket. Fortunately, Udonis Haslam was there to clean it up.
They say Rashad Wright has picked up the foul. That is going to be 3 on Rashad Wright. 16 foul on the Bulldogs. Florida going for the lead. It's Lee.
Go to the opening. Find the opening in that zone defense, and that's exactly what he did, and Haslam got him the ball.
22nd dunk of the season for David Lee. Right back the other way. Gators by 1. Right at the top. Here comes Jarvis Hayes. Baseline jumper works.
How about a big-time shot? When you need a basket and the crowd is screaming at you on an opposing team's floor, he got it to go down, and the Dogs are up 1 again.
Here's Brett Nelson for 3. Doesn't work. The rebound by Jarvis Hayes. 56-55.
He has really struggled from three-point land today.
Off a 26-point performance against LSU. Here's Gibson for 3 in the corner. It's laid out of bounds. Was that David Lee again?
I think somebody hit that ball.
They say Georgia hit the ball, so Florida will get it back. 8:04 to play. Jim Herrick can't believe the call.
You know what? I think somebody must have hit that ball. You don't shoot the ball in back of the backboard from the baseline.
Patrick's pass, or Patrick interfered with the pass. Bonner with a nice hook.
Boy, that's a nice turn into the middle.
9 points for Bonner. Florida regains the lead. Our 5th lead change in the second half. 7.5 to play. Jarvis Hayes back to right. Hayes looking. Daniels has it baseline. Passes to Gibson. Nice recovery by Gibson. Shot clock under 10. White, Patrick with a 3-ball. No. Rebound, Jarvis Hayes for the 2 throwdown.
What an offensive rebound.
16 points for Jarvis Hayes.
Well, you talk about somebody who can sky. Oh, did he ever get up?
Mike Patrick's looking for an assist. Here's Bonner. We got a whistle away from the action. And Daniels and Haslam have some words. That's the 17th foul on the Bulldogs. It's on Gibson. So free throws become important now as Brett Nelson goes to the line.
At the line for Florida, Brett Nelson. He'll shoot the 1-and-1.
Nelson's almost automatic from the line.
Nelson 85%.
Jonas Hayes.
And here's Jonas Hayes coming in. Patrick goes out. Jonas Hayes with a long absence from this game because of 4 personal fouls.
You know what? It's about the time you start thinking about getting him back in this game, too. Right now, he should be there, and he should play well the rest of the way. He just needs to keep out of that foul problem. That 5th one will send him over there.
Nelson with a free throw has only 6 for the day. Nelson for a pair. And now it's Florida in the lead. We have a timeout on the court. David Lee throws it down for the Gators, but it's going back to the other end as well. Patrick's shot will miss, but Jarvis Hayes, no missing that dunk, as number 20 tries to take on number 2.
At Advance, we believe in doing it yourself. So we made this commercial ourselves.
Hey, Charles. What are you doing?
Just getting ready to install a new battery out there for a customer.
I see. Pretty cool outfit. Wow. Well, where'd you get those awesome goggles, battery guy?
Funny.
Battery guy walks the earth, searching for battery.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Battery Guy. Bow before him.
Some fans will do almost anything to get into this year's tournament.
What?
All you've got to do is go to Alltel. Just enter Alltel's Ticket to the Tournament sweepstakes, and you can win a week's worth of tickets for 2, VIP treatment, plus a free year of wireless service. But only if you have the right connections. Alltel. Are you connected?
59-58, Florida and Georgia locked up in a wild one here in the second half in Gainesville. SECSports.com is your online destination for up-to-the-minute information on the Southeastern Conference. This interactive site features stats, features, and exclusive SEC championship coverage throughout the year. Fans can also shop in the SEC Superstore or listen to weekly coaches' media briefings. Don't miss all the action at SECSports.com.
Don't forget, coming up right behind us, Auburn and LSU in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Tigers, both Tigers, trying to find a way to climb in that upper division of the Western Division. LSU 1-2, Auburn 1-3. Pretty good players on both of those clubs, too, just like we have in this first game here today.
Well, Georgia trying to keep pace with Florida, who leads the East Division by a game, 4-0 to Georgia's 3-1. Jonas Hayes and Jarvis Hayes have been quite a combination. Jarvis more so in the second half. Jonas's playing time's been cut down by foul trouble. This is what Jim Herrick hoped for. Be in the game when it's on the line, under 7 to play. Chris Daniels now up in the front court, and still they don't trap the big man in backcourt.
Now the point center continues to bring it up.
Rashad Wright looking for Ezra Williams. Williams has a step to the baseline, goes reverse, and Georgia returns to the lead.
You know, we were right by Orion Green, who's a pretty good defender. Knew he was going to get it blocked and used a reverse angle around the basket to protect the ball. Nicely done.
Green had to be a little shy. He's got his 4th personal. Brett Nelson into the lane, rejected by Chris Daniels, out of bounds.
Daniels came into this game with 22 blocks. Put another one up there. Whoa. In fact, that's his 2nd of the day.
Not bring that stuff in here. Daniels, the sophomore from Albany, Georgia, with a big block. Georgia by a point. Bonner for 3.
That's where he hurts you. I mean, he has all that ability inside to rebound offensively. Then he goes outside at 6'9" and can shoot the 3.
62-60. That's our 11th, our 12th lead change of this game. And for Bonner, that's his 22nd three-pointer of the season. 3 more, Ezra Williams. Haslam boards the miss. Rebound number 14. Now the Gators looking to build the lead. It's a key possession defensively for Georgia.
Yeah, they need some stops right now.
Haslam
Good double team.
Ooh, quick one, too. Nelson left alone in the corner. Bonner boards the miss. Bonner with 11 rebounds to go with his 12 points today. slapping at Bonner's hand. Here's Nelson. Probing, looking for Haslam. Ball put on the floor, stolen by Georgia. Up court, Williams. Bonner is back. Williams uses the equipment to score that basket, his 15th point of the day.
How about the usage of the body that time to kind of turn into Bonner and not allow him to get to the ball? Nicely done, and Georgia's right back in it again.
Our 8th tie, Larry. 4:52 to go. 62 apiece. Bonner looking inside. Nelson trying to get on track. Into the corner. Green changes a shot into a pass. Bonner with a hook again.
Get a little indecision right there. He looked like he was going to try to pass the ball at the last moment. Decided to go up with that little baby hook.
Jim Herrick wants a 30-second timeout to talk things over here, as Bonner puts Florida in the lead by 2, 64-62. Bonner with 14 points. Herrick wanted traveling on the play, but didn't get the call.
Let's let you fans at home take a look right here. Did Bonner travel? I don't think so.
No, that left.
Yeah, that left foot was down.
Yeah, that was his pivot, and he didn't take it.
It was a nice turn.
That's 2 hooks with the right hand from Bonner here in the second half. And Florida takes a 2-point lead over Georgia in an SEC East scrape here at the O-Dome. Brett Nelson, story of the day. He has not gone on track. 2 for 16 on the afternoon. 0 for 6 behind the arc.
A very untypical day for him. Much better shooter than that.
4.5 left to go, and here's the pressure in backcourt. They'll trap the inbounds. And now it is Lee facing up here on Chris Daniels.
There's that double team.
Daniels somehow got through it and threw it right over here.
Well, Steve, exactly what you talked about. It was time for them to go out and trap Daniels. They did. He gave it up, and the Gators will get it back.
Bonner out of the ball game. Lee back in. Lee helped force Daniels to the sideline, where he quickly got defensive help. Here's Green. Nelson, throw back, intercepted, taken back by Green, and he'll score plus the foul.
Well, a fortuitous bounce that time for Green. Looked like Georgia was going to come up with it going the other way, and Green grabbed it and threw it in the basket. And he has a chance for a 3-point play.
And it's Daniels with the foul. That'll be Daniels' second personal. 8th team foul on the Bulldogs. Free throw is good.
Will they double up on him? Here it comes.
Yep. They're trapping that now. 5-point Florida lead under 4 to play. Williams shovels ahead. Jonas Hayes pays it off.
Boy, Ezra Williams has had an awfully good floor game today. I mean, he shot the ball pretty well, but his floor game has been outstanding.
6 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals. It's an all-rotisserie day for Ezra Williams.
I like that.
Yeah. Guy can get you points in 5 categories. You'll win your league.
Good steal inside again. Jonas Hayes right there to grab it.
And a 3 will tie this one up.
How about Jonas Hayes being that active with 4 fouls down underneath?
Jim Herrick has gotten just about everything he can get out of the Bulldogs this afternoon, and they have a chance to tie. Daniels, Jarvis Hayes for 3.
How big is that?
Oh, my. 19 points for Jarvis Hayes. His first 3 of the day. Our 9th tie.
And, Steve, he's gotten them from everywhere. Underneath, off of screens, by himself, long jumpers.
Offensive rebounds off Brett Nelson's leg. Timeout called. 2:54 left to go. Jarvis Hayes, the man of the moment. The dish to the corner. Hayes delivers his first 3 of the game and ties this one. And we'll be back after these messages from your local SEC station. SEC basketball has been brought to you by Alltel. Are you connected? And by Advance Auto Parts. The best part is our people. Well, it's been quite a day here in Gainesville, and that's where we are, tied 67 all. Our 9th tie of this game. Jarvis Hayes has tied it up with that three-pointer, and Florida now will have the ball back with 2:54 left remaining. Or actually, Georgia has possession of the basketball and a chance to step back in front. Steve Martin, Larry Conley here in Gainesville. Ezra Williams gets the inbounds pass. Daniels now giving up the ball. He'll get middle of the floor this time, but still no trap.
Well, they tried to trap him. He decided to give it to Wright, and Wright gave it back to him because the trap was coming toward Wright.
And he kept the ball in the middle of the floor. Williams. Jarvis Hayes off a screen for 2 more.
How about that? I told you, he could come off a screen. He gets his own shot. He puts it on the floor. That does a little bit of everything for these Bulldogs.
Threw in 30, as you said, at Lexington, and he's having a fine day in Gainesville here today with 21. Georgia with a 3-point lead, 2:18 to play. White. Bonner trying to slip it to the post. Here's the shot from White in the corner. The 3 won't work. Jarvis Hayes boards the miss, and the clock starting to enter in. This is a big offensive possession.
This possession right here is really important for Georgia.
They convert here. Look out. Williams. Daniels at the top. Williams open. Got the 2. 69, 71, 67.
How about those Dogs?
My goodness.
Terrific comeback right now. Now Florida's got to be patient. They've got to get a shot here. It's an important possession for them. Bonner
for 3. And it rolls out, giving Williams a chance on the extra bounce to board the miss. And Larry, we're down to 80 seconds in this game.
Yeah, patience now for Georgia. You got a 2-possession game. Run some clock.
Here comes Williams. Kick across. Jonas Hayes hits the jump shot, and now Georgia leads by 6.
Steve, 4 possessions in a row. Georgia has made a shot. 4 straight field goals.
30-second timeout taken by Florida. They're in big trouble on the home court right now with 1 minute and 7 left to go. A school record 14-game win streak at stake, and the Georgia Bulldogs, with 2 players on suspension and only 7 scholarship players available, stand ready to deliver the blow.
You know what? And everybody's contributed a little bit today. We've talked an awful lot about Jarvis Hayes and Ezra Williams, and they've been big, but everybody has contributed today.
Jonas Hayes with 13 points. Chris Daniels. He's only scored 2 points in the second half, Larry, but he's brought the ball up and has defeated the double team with Florida. They've not double teamed the big man as he brought it in front court.
Yeah, the pressure by Florida has not been that effective today. Even though Georgia has turned it over, it really hasn't been Chris Daniels. While he's only had 2 turnovers, it has been he who has been bringing the ball up and getting it in possession or in position for the Dogs.
Now a full timeout apparently taken by Georgia after they looked at what Florida was going to run on the inbounds. Jim Herrick wants to talk things over here with 1 minute and 7 left to go. His team sporting a 6-point lead, trying to make it 2 straight years with a win in Gainesville.
Well, you got look at Florida's offense right now. What you've got is a situation where you're down 6. You know you've got to have at least 2 threes to just tie the game. I don't think they go for deuces here. I think they've got to go for the 3-point shot, and they've got a number of guys that can deliver them. Obviously Nelson, obviously Bonner, and Green. And Halton. How about Halton? Where's Halton been in the second half?
Let's take a look at our Ice House players of the game. Jarvis Hayes, 21 points, 6 rebounds. And Udonis Haslem, 18 points and 14 rebounds. His 8th double-double on the season. Haslem, though, has been quiet over the last 4 or 5 minutes, and you have to credit Georgia's defense. They have been able to keep the ball away from Haslem and keep Florida in a perimeter move.
When you know you've got to defend somebody like Udonis Haslem, you've got to tell your teammates, come and help me. If the ball comes down in there, surround him. Make him kick the ball out. I don't think they have to worry about it on these trips coming down from Florida right now. I think they've got to be looking for threes.
You got to look for Brett Nelson where he is on the floor. There's the game reset. Possession arrow goes to Florida. And Florida with 1 full timeout. Georgia with 2 30s. Orion Green. Bonner at the top of the floor.
1 minute.
Daniels forces him back. Green, we got a whistle and a foul inside. Jonas Hayes has fouled out of the game.
Georgia foul is on number 33.
They're going to say he reached around and grabbed Haslam, who was really bucking for position in there with Hayes. Jonas Hayes, Udonis Haslam really going to war. Hayes is really upset.
Hayes goes to the sideline. What a great game he played. And he put the last basket on the glass for the Bulldogs, who have a 6-point lead. 13 points for Hayes this afternoon.
So the question becomes, what does Jim Herrick do right now? What does he do with this substitution? Does he go to Gibson? Does he go back to Peavy?
And both standing on the sidelines waiting to go in like two horses in a block.
Well, they've only got 30 seconds to make the substitution.
Official looks in.
He's conferring now with his assistants. I guess he's made a decision.
And he's going to wait till the last second. He's going to go with Gibson. Don't go away. We've got another SEC game following this one. Auburn at LSU from Baton Rouge. 2 o'clock or when we're done here in Gainesville. An SEC West battle to follow this SEC East division battle for the top. Haslam up for 1-1 now. Georgia with 9 team fouls, double bonus, 1 foul away. Haslam misses. Big miss there, Larry.
Look at this.
Lead pass. Gibson will get a bunny. 8-point lead for Georgia.
Got the run out. Great pass by Jarvis Hayes. Boy, did Gibson streak down that sideline.
Here comes Halton, a 3-point, a deep one by Nelson doesn't go. Bonner boards the miss. Florida in a desperation mode here. Nelson's 3-pointer, his first of the day.
Florida with a timeout immediately.
37.8 seconds left to go. Florida has used their final timeout. They're down by 5.
Boy, was that a big basket. Jarvis Hayes grabbing that ball and launching it to Gibson. And I mean, he was flying down that sideline. Really caught Florida unaware.
Let's take a look at our all-tell play of the game, and it'll be that last play that we just saw Georgia score on. Watch this. Gibson got the pass ahead from Jarvis Hayes and scored. The dunk puts Georgia up at that point by 8. That margin's been cut to 5 with Brett Nelson's 3-pointer coming back the other way for Florida.
Well, now all you've got to do if you're Jim Herrick is hope that you've got players out there who protect the basketball and make free throws. This is a very good free throw shooting team. They rank 4th in the SEC, shooting 72%. They've got a number of quality guys out there that can shoot free throws. You know they're going to get fouled. They just got to protect the ball.
Law of averages says that could be headed in their direction because they're only 3 of 9 from the stripe thus far this afternoon. There's a look inside the Georgia huddle. Jim Herrick and his staff have done quite a job. Down 2 key players out of their top 8 due to suspension. He hasn't got an awful lot of depth in the front court area and has less of that now that Jonas Hayes has fouled out of the ballgame.
What a coaching job he has done today.
But Florida is explosive.
You know, Steve, the little nuances of the game are always intriguing to me. Jim Herrick using his center today, for example, to bring the ball up against this Florida press. That was something I don't think Florida fully expected at all. And the fact that he only turned it over twice on the press really says a lot about the way Georgia handled this Florida press today. And, of course, they got great games out of Williams and Jarvis Hayes, and also Jonas Hayes once again in his second start.
Well, we welcome those of you who are watching or looking for the Auburn-LSU game. We're going to send you over there. They have not started yet, but they're soon to, and we've got a little business to take care of here in Gainesville. Steve Martin along with Larry Conley at the O'Connell Center on the campus of the University of Florida, where the Gators are trailing 75-70. They haven't lost on this home court in almost a year. January 20th, 2001, Vanderbilt beat them here by 1. Georgia trying to repeat the feat right here. Long court pass. Gibson, we got a whistle.
Florida foul is on number 23.
And the foul is going to be charged to Ladarius Halton. It's a 17 foul, and so they're going to see how good Georgia is on the foul line.
Tate Gibson was on his way again.
Oh, I know it.
He likes that run out, I think. He's used to see that ball come over his shoulder.
About 33 of them for the Georgia football team this year. 6 of them went into the end zone. And he has the dunk on the last play that's given the Bulldogs this 5-point lead. Gibson, a 62% free throw shooter. Big basket. This next one will be huge because it will give them a 3-possession lead. And he does it. Gibson calmly hits 2. 37 seconds left to go. Georgia by 7. Nelson flying down the court for 2. He's got 12 all here in the second half. Jarvis Hayes centers the ball. Georgia scrambling to foul somebody. And Haslam buries Gibson into the Georgia bench.
Gibson says, I'm okay. I've been tackled harder than that. I'll tell you what, there aren't many people that have hit him any harder than Udonis Haslam just hit him.
Yeah, I don't think you see many 6'8" cornerbacks in college football. Gibson on for 2 more. 1-and-1 actually on this one.
Boy, are these big free throws for Gibson?
I'll tell you what.
Huh? 3 in a row.
They are now 6 for 12 from the line. They were 3 of 9 before Gibson started this 3-shot streak. Again, a 3-possession lead. 28 seconds left to go. 79-72. And boy, the O-Dome's gotten quiet. The shot by Nelson doesn't go, but we've got a foul on Georgia.
Well, it's the one thing I know Jim Herrick didn't want. He didn't want a foul. You got to keep that clock running, or even if it goes through and the basket stops the clock in the final minute of play, gives you at least your offense a chance to set up.
That's the 4th foul on Rashad Wright and Nelson. Larry described as automatic with an 85% free throw log. Goes up. He's 3 for 3 today. Florida 13 of 18. And Nelson. A troubling day for him. All of his points have been in the second half.
Boy, it has really gotten quiet here in the Old Dome.
I'll tell you what. Been hollering since 9 this morning. Nelson with a pair. The lead is cut to 5. 23 seconds left. And an immediate foul here by James White on Rashad Wright. Now, Wright is a 74% free throw shooter. Wright's played a solid day today, especially on defense. He's helped dig the ball out of the post. And now he gets a chance to put a couple of nails in the Florida coffin here at the foul line.
Tell you what, if he makes these two right here, it will be almost impossible for Florida to come back.
21 seconds left to go. I think you're right. Shot by Wright is good. That's his first point of the second half. Georgia hits their shots when they count at the end. 5 straight hits. No. Haslam with a miss. Ball in backcourt. Nelson dogged by Gibson. Gets through the trap. Inside Bonner for 2. Lead is cut to 4 with 12 seconds left. Bonner with 16. And we got a whistle. And a foul coming up against Florida. And it's going to be on White. James White picking up the foul. Now, keep in mind that Florida's out of timeout. Justin Hamilton dislocated his shoulder. He's been a spectator today. He's practiced yesterday. But they surely could have used him this afternoon to get their offense going. Jarvis Hayes. It's the double bonus now for Georgia.
Dogs now have hit 6 of their last 7 free throws.
Hayes with a pair. And it's 82-76, and now Georgia wants a timeout. They've got one more 30-second timeout, and the smiles break out on the Georgia sideline. Boy, what a contrast. I talked with Jim Herrick before the game, and he really wasn't in a great mood at all. He felt bad about how the week had gone, felt bad about having to come in here and play a powerful Florida team. You talk about the moons aligned against you.
You know, sometimes when you get a team backed up into corners when they're the most dangerous, and that's what happened today. This Georgia team came off of a disappointing loss to Alabama at home on Wednesday, and they came down here, and I think everybody expected them to fold their tent. Florida jumped out to that 20-2 run in the first half, But they would not be denied today. Led by Ezra Williams and Jarvis Hayes, and a great bench. I think these guys have played really well off the bench today. And Chris Daniels handling the ball in the press.
Here's White. 10 seconds to go. 3 ball on a clothesline. Rebound comes right back out to Nelson for 3. He hits it with 5.2 seconds left. But Florida doesn't have any timeouts left. 3-point game. We got a whistle and a foul across the floor. And the foul is going to be on White. Florida having to do this without timeouts. And now come the foul shots that can sew it up.
Yeah, all they need is one of these two.
And the man on the line for the Bulldogs is a 71% free throw shooter, Ezra Williams. And this will be his first attempt of the day. Kentucky a winner over Notre Dame.
Kentucky seems to be getting it back together again after those 2 conference losses back-to-back to Mississippi State and Georgia. They now have reeled off 3 in a row, stepping out of conference play today to go to South Bend for a win.
Ezra Williams getting ready to go to the foul line. Of course, big matchup between Florida and Kentucky is looming in the horizon 10 days away. Now the controversy on the floor is who is going to be the who's going to get the shot. And then here's the case. If the ball goes off, Florida can't call timeout.
All he has to do is make the first one.
And he's done.
That'll do it.
Ezra Williams, 18 points, 12 in the second half. Georgia now will just evacuate the lane. They have this one in hand pretty much with 5.2. If that didn't do it, this one will. Nelson with 4 seconds. Nelson, 3-pointer, shy of the rim. Georgia has the rebound and the ball game. And for the second straight year, the Georgia Bulldogs have defeated the Florida Gators here at the O-Dome in Gainesville. 84-79, the final. For Larry Conley, I'm Steve Martin saying so long from Gainesville. You've been watching Jefferson Pilot Sports exclusive coverage of Southeastern Conference basketball.
Finishing the Big